Hello, I am Keith Bashirs, and together with Devin Tracy, I run GHL Business Launch. And today I'm going to do an orientation and introduction to the Kollab platform. So GoKollab.com is owned by HighLevel Incorporated and is available to you for free to create a free community. So it does, if what you want to do is the things that just the community platform does, which I'm going to demonstrate here in just a moment, you can actually build a community platform here for free. I'm going to include in the notes my affiliate link, and so if you sign up through that, that's great. At some point in the future, will I get paid a commission off of those sales? Right now, there's no financial transaction at all. It's a free community. So I'm your affiliate, you're associated with me. You can come to ask me questions about how to implement things, and I still don't get paid for it because I have no idea when and if HighLevel is going to pay commissions on those affiliates. But they do have an affiliate program, and you just come here to gokollab.com/discovery. You click free community, and you're not my affiliate, and all well and good. Or if you use the link that I'm going to include in the show note, then instead of clicking here, you'll click on that link and it'll take you here and I'll get credit. All right, so I'm Keith Bashirs, Bald Guy Marketing, and in conjunction with Devin Tracy, we run GHL Business Launch. And a key component of how we do that is using this platform called Kollab. Oh, that's not helpful. There we go. All right. So I'm going to slide this up. And so GoKollab or Kollab.com. There are communities. I mean, this is 500,000 people are in this community. This is the next biggest community is 132K. So there's a pretty huge drop off here. 100K, and then the next one's 64K. But all these on this first page are all 5,000 plus members. But there's 40 pages worth of members, and this is HighLevel's affiliate program specific. So this is the people that are actually offering this platform. If we go back here to page 40, there's these groups that only have 10 members. Okay, so there's a lot of groups in a lot of different industries, and yes, some of them have hundreds of thousands or tens of thousands of people. Only a handful have tens of thousands of people. And yes, there's many that have a few thousand, but there's lots in various industries that have 10. And so you can very easily become the go-to person in whatever your industry is. And if you're looking for a platform that does the same kinds of things that a platform that is not a school, but whose name rhymes with school, that platform requires you to pay $100 a month per community. You build your base community for free, and I'm going to show you the features of that base community. And this owned by this program called HighLevel, this company called HighLevel. So if we were to search 40 pages worth of groups that are about whatever industry they're about, we see that HighLevel's own affiliate program has almost 6,000 members, and only 3 groups that are actually about HighLevel have 1,000 members or more. By the time we get down to the bottom of the first page of members, we have only 2 pages worth of groups about this, and these are 30-member groups, right? The point I'm making here is GHL Business Launch, we're number 6 in membership. So that's a vanity metric. It's not, I don't know that it means anything, but I'm making the case that it means that I know at least a thing or two about how these communities operate for people who are using it for HighLevel. That's my point. Now, if I were to click on, I could click on one of these, and I could go to this community because I happen to already be signed into that community. Actually, I should go to one that I'm not a member of. So if you're on GoKollab, so there we're demonstrating that I can go ahead and Josh Sanderford's version. But if I click on one that I'm not a member of, what would happen? So Brazil, I'm not a member of HighLevel. Let's go with the German speaking one. So I'm not a member of the starter group for Germany. People who speak German who use HighLevel. What is new, right? I can actually read that in English, right? But I can't read any of this. It's a public group, and therefore I can see the conversations, but I can't participate. I don't think I can, but it's not my point for today's purposes. Let me go to the private one. So there's a German speaking one, just like that one. There we go. That's the public one. There's the private one. So you see how this is a paid group? And it won't let me in there. It will just show me the intro page. It'll show me this is the about page. And I can't actually get into it. Okay, so that was a demonstration, and I never even left the discovery page, right? So that takes, I guess I did, I stand corrected. It took me off the discovery page. I'm learning things myself. Okay, so, but if I'm not signed into this group, I can't actually start making comments. Here's my point. GHL Business Launch is my group along with Devin Tracy. And this is one of the features I love about this platform. It has this switch to dark mode. Pretty cool, huh? All right. So, I like it in dark mode. If I'm signed in, I can go to any of these groups that I'm on. So there's Joshua's. We just looked at. We can go to the HighLevel's affiliate community. Interesting. They didn't let me in this time. I don't know why. It is a web browser thing, and so sometimes there's Patrick Allman's HighLevel Elite. So sometimes web browser based things. There we go. It loaded just fine. Browser based things don't load exactly right. They're a little bit quirky sometimes. So you can see that there's training. And here we go. So I'm going to demonstrate this. If you're signed into a group that's not your group, you're not an admin of, if you go to members, you can see the members' information. You can see the members' profile, but you can't see their contact. And then you can go see who all the administrators of that channel, of that group are. But you can't see anybody's email address. You can see the events they have scheduled. You can see who has points for engagement in the community. And then this is the about page that it's about. And then back to discussion and the channels that are being used to converse about the channel, about in the various topics that is addressed in this community. All right. I'm going to move myself out of the way briefly and say, so you can see that I'm allowed to invite other people to join the community, but I don't have a settings button. And I'll show you what's significant about the lack of a settings button here in just a moment. And I also don't have a chat button. Okay, so that's enough about that. I'm going to go back to my group now. And we don't have the chat button because we'll talk about that in a minute, but we have a settings button. That's because I'm an administrator of this group. I'm not going to go to members because you can see the email addresses of all my members. And if we go to admins, we'll see that I and Devin are both admins, and you'll be able to see my email address. Here's my about page for this group. How to grow your business to monthly recurring revenue without using spammy tactics. All right. Here are our active leaderboard members. Here's our schedule of training events. Not going to members. Here's our courses that are available to our members. Most of them we've chosen to have most of those courses be free. You can offer your courses to be a combination of free and paid, or all paid, or you can make the membership group paid, and then the training free, or you can make the group free or very low cost, but then have some of the training be a higher price point. I'll show you one more thing. As the administrator, I have private channels. In that private channel, I can specify of my members who has access and who is an administrator of that channel. So I can have 2 or 3 people that are members of the channel, and then I can have only one or two that are the actual administrator. Any channel that's not locked as a private channel is accessible by any member. And I think those are the points I wanted to make about. And so the create channel button is an admin function. So if you're an administrator on the thing on the channel, you can make that. You can. That's not the button I wanted to click. I wanted to go back to affiliates. So you'll notice that I don't have an add channel button because I'm not an administrator in the affiliate program. I'm just a member. Okay, so that's what I wanted to show you on that. So then I have channels that are the different kinds of topics that that I want people to talk about in the GHL Business Launch Omny Hub, the Omny Hub Challenge program hosted by GHL Business Launch. Now, significantly, I told you there's no chat button here. There's actually 3 doors to this house. So I would submit that the Kollab is probably the front door. It's on the main street. People come and go, and they can see the storefront when they're on this discovery mode. Then I have 2 domain branded versions. I have this clientclub.net GHL Business Launch .app, GHL Business Launch, the app on clientclub.net. Suddenly now I have the chat feature, so I can chat with other members of my group. The other thing I'm going to show you while I'm here that would be available on the Kollab mode. And so if you have the free version and you're on the Kollab mode, you can go to your settings and you can edit the description of what the group is about. You can set whether it's publicly accessible. So like the one where I just clicked on it and I got in and I saw all the German language. And then you can make it private where they have to sign in order to get into it. So they can't actually see the material inside it unless they're actually subscribed to that particular group. So you can set your subscription rate. So in our case, this group is private, but it's free. It could also be private, but paid. Branding is where we insert our logos, and we can actually have, if you know how to write custom code, custom JavaScript, you can start modifying it significantly. There's some default themes, and then you can set what the dark mode and the light mode look like when somebody clicks on this switcher. When someone joins your group, you can have them specify that they have to answer certain questions. I showed you the leaderboard. There's a gamification. You can rename what the levels names are. So we have this theme going on of large cats. Then there's this set of links that you can set. So those are these links that are right here behind my head. So you can, for your upsells or your links to your community resources. Reported content. This is where, as an administrator, if someone says, hey, this post that someone made is spam, then it would come here, and I, as the administrator, could eject that person from the group. And then discovery is whether or not it shows up on the GoKollab site and what its name is on the GoKollab discovery mode. So that's this here. So there's communities that fall within this category of high level, but aren't on this board because they're not set to discoverable. All right, and that's enough about that part. All right. Yep, I'm not going to go into anything else other than say this is what the platform has. It has courses. It has the ability to manage the membership. It has event calendar, engagement leaderboard, which encourages people to interact with each other when there's posts. So you get these people that are liking your posts and making comments on your posts. All right. And so the front door is the GoKollab site. The sliding screen door is this clientclub.net. And then we can also have our own domain version. So this is actually hosted on my own domain, ghl.omnyhub.io. But you'll notice that in this case, instead of it being a subdomain of either GoKollab or Client Club, it's actually a web page of my domain, and so that I would say that's my garage door. That's not my back door like in the alley. It's my back door that's like accessed through my garage, because that's how I go to my actual normal house on a day-to-day basis. Okay, and if you want to set this up, you want to set up just your create courses just right here, you can literally do that from here. You can have, so this free version of GoKollab, using the create free community or clicking on my affiliate link so I can get count credit for however many people sign up. That's available. And you can do all of these things inside your Kollab version of your high level. So directly competing with that other platform, which is not a school. You can run your own content marketing program. Or if you have high level, you can take it up a notch. So in your high level, the portion above the line is your contact resource management. That's your system for maintaining conversations with your prospects and and in this case your members. Down below the line here are all of your marketing tools. In this case, we're talking about the memberships, and the client portal is how we manage how that membership site acts. So you'll notice here back in my branded version. So in the Kollab version, I don't have the chat and I don't have my 9-dot menu. In the Client Club version and in the my domain version, I have my 9-dot menu. In my 9-dot menu, I can switch between courses, communities, and affiliates. And if I had it turned on, I could also go to billings and contracts. So the point there is the GoKollab is the communities and courses only. As soon as you slide over into the clientclub.net version and the branded domain version, you start getting all these other functionalities of the client portal. And here's where you manage the client portal. So in your memberships, you can set the conditions of your client portal, and those include email notification settings. And I'll just jump my head off to the side here. So, and there's default templates, and you can brand your own custom notifications if you'd rather. So some of these I've left as the default template, but some of them I branded to be color, according to the GHL Business Launch color scheme. The branding is the ability to have your own brand colors. So there's our red and black and gold, and the portal image kinds of things. Advanced is the ability to have custom code. And so we can take it to full other levels if we choose to. I showed you app permissions and then domain setup. So here's where we have the clientclub.net version and the branded domain version. In our courses, so certificates is where we can set up a if they've completed a course, what the certificate that they get. We have a Kollab marketplace, so you can actually make our groups just so this discoverable already. So if we had groups that weren't discoverable, now this is where we could, instead of making them discoverable over here, we could also make them discoverable there. The communities is where we're actually creating each of these groups. And this is just the domain part of the client portal settings, so I'm going to skip that. And then courses is the ability to create the part that goes in the learning tab. So showing, so that's to truth in advertising. So this is this case, the way I have it configured, it's showing the value that it should be worth, but I'm not actually. It's all being collected for free. So there's not actually cash in that. There's certainly not that much cash being passed in my account. Just to be truth in advertising. But here's where we can set up those courses. So if you were to go and look in here in the Learning tab, you would see that I have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 courses. If you go here, you'll see that I have way more than 10. Or not way more, but a few more than 10. That's because these couple are not shared yet. So they're hidden inside my management platform. They're not added to my public domain or my public community. There we go. Inside these courses, we can, I'll just use this one since it's hidden. Probably not a good example. I probably should use one of the ones that is public. So in this case, it's a course with only one lesson. The lesson has a video. The lesson has a thumbnail. You can add notes like that. Link to how you buy the book. That this is about one chapter out of that book. You can have these description be as extensive as is appropriate, and you can have, like, if you want to have a worksheet, you can attach a file that has the worksheet for this particular lesson, and then you would just click publish and click save, and it would then be available in this Learning tab. Offers is the way you package a set of courses together at a price, and then it becomes a product that's available to the payments portal for someone to purchase that product, that offer at that price. Analytics is where we track our student progress, and I think I need to not stay here. Yeah, I'll show you that we have them, but I'm not gonna dig into any of them because I don't want to reveal anybody's email address. And then the settings goes back to those same settings that are on the client portal settings. Okay, so the whole point is, if you want all of this functionality of the CRM that goes with it, then I have a link to HighLevel, and you can subscribe directly to HighLevel. And if you go through my link, then again, I'm an affiliate of HighLevel, and I get a commission off that subscription. If you don't want all of those features of this platform, then you can go to the link that goes directly to Kollab, and you can sign up directly to Kollab, or you can sign up through my link directly to Kollab. Either way, it's still free to you. I just get brownie points. And if you decide, instead of signing up directly with HighLevel, if you would like instead to sign up to my white label version of HighLevel, because then you get not only my hey, I'll help you out once in a while help, but you also get my help to actually customize. Instead of suggesting how you might fix it, how you might adapt it, if you're signed up if you're subscribed to my white label of it called Omny Hub, then not only do you get HighLevel and all the capability that come with it, you also get my help customizing it to your particular application. But that's on the side of the main conversation for today. The main conversation for today is whether you get HighLevel and then have all of this backside capability to manage your community, your certificates, your courses, your client portal, or whether you just sign up through the GoKollab site. You can have a community that has all of this capability at a price point. If you get the HighLevel, you get all of the HighLevel stuff plus the community at a price point that's competitive with that other platform. If you want just the community, go here, use my link so that I get points, but I don't get dollars. And you can do all of the things that other platform does at no cost. Thanks. I'm Keith Bashirs. I am Bald Guy Marketing, and together with Devin Tracy, we are the GHL Business Stage. I hope you have a wonderful day.